She told me he stayed over because he was too drunk to get home. No need to be jealous, she said. I replied, I trust you. Then I opened my laptop and pulled up her security camera footage. Before I even pressed play, she was yelling. Ever installed security cameras for your partner only to have them unravel your relationship? No? Just me, then? Let me share how setting up a Ring doorbell and a few Blink cameras triggered the most dramatic breakup I've ever experienced. I'm Leo, 34, a residential security specialist. It's a legitimate job. I design tailored security setups for homes and small businesses. Cameras, alarms, smart locks, the whole package. I've been at it for 8 years, building a solid client base through referrals and reputation. It's not the most glamorous career, but it keeps the bills paid and then some. I met Tara 2 years ago at a friend's backyard cookout. She just purchased her first condo and was vocal about her anxiety over living alone in the city. My friend nudged her toward me, and I handed her my business card. What started as a professional interaction turned into coffee, then dinner, and, well, you know how it goes. 6 months later, we were a couple. By our 1-year mark, we were discussing the idea of moving in together someday. We kept our own places but exchanged keys and spent most nights together, usually at her condo since it was closer to our downtown workplaces. Early on, as a gesture, I installed a full security system in her condo. A doorbell camera, 3 indoor cameras covering the living room, kitchen, and hallway, plus a smart lock. Per my standard client protocol, I set up separate admin and user accounts. Tara got admin access on her phone, and I kept user access on mine for emergencies, with her explicit written permission. I'm meticulous about documenting these things, even with someone I'm dating. We agreed to revisit the setup every 6 months, and she always confirmed she was fine with it. The cameras were motion-activated, storing footage in the cloud for 30 days. I walked her through how the system worked, how to view or delete recordings, and what was captured. We rarely checked the footage unless a package arrived or she heard a strange noise. The system was mainly for her peace of mind. I never accessed the cameras remotely when she was home. That'd cross into creepy territory, and I'm not that person. Fast forward to 3 weeks ago. I was back from a 4-day work trip to Phoenix, setting up a system for a client's vacation home. It was a great job, but the September desert heat was brutal and I was wiped out. My flight was due at 1:30 a.m., but thanks to tailwinds, it landed at midnight. I took an Uber to Tara's, texting her when I was about 10 minutes out. No reply. I assumed she was asleep and let myself in quietly with my key. The condo was dark, save for a faint kitchen nightlight. I noticed 2 wine glasses in the sink, one with a clear lipstick stain, but didn't dwell on it. Tara often hosted her friend Layla for wine and TV marathons when I was away. I slipped into the bedroom, careful not to disturb her. In the dim light, I could see Tara under the covers. I set my bag down and went to the bathroom to brush my teeth. That's when I saw it. A men's toiletry kit on the counter. Not mine. My pulse spiked. I returned to the bedroom, switched on my phone's flashlight, and kept it low. Tara was alone, but the other side of the bed was mussed, like someone had been there recently. I gently woke her. Tara? I'm back. She stirred, groggy. Leo? What time is it? Just after midnight. Flight got in early. I paused, then asked lightly, anyone here tonight? She sat up, suddenly awake. Oh yeah, Mark from work. He had too much to drink at happy hour, and his place is far, so I let him crash here to sober up. He left about an hour ago. Mark left his toiletry bag in the bathroom, I said. She blinked. Right, his apartment's being renovated or something, so he's at a hotel. He had his stuff with him. Probably forgot it. Her story made sense, but something felt wrong. She was twisting the bedsheet, avoiding my gaze. So he left an hour ago? I asked. Around 11? Yeah, he got an Uber, she said. Don't be jealous, Leo. He was drunk. I was just helping a friend. I nodded. I trust you. I wanted to believe her, but the toiletry kit, the messy sheets, her nervous vibe, it gnawed at me. I told her I was too wired from the flight to sleep and would check emails in the living room. She seemed relieved and turned over to sleep. In the living room, I opened my laptop. I hadn't touched the security footage during my trip. I'm not that guy. But now I had a reason. Using my authorized user account, I logged into the cloud storage. I started with the latest front door camera footage. At 11:07 p.m., there was Mark, leaving the condo. I recognized him from Tara's office holiday party, mid-30s, in her marketing department, recently promoted to her team lead. Always single, always charming at events. In the footage, Tara, in a robe, gave him a kiss goodbye that was far from platonic. My stomach churned, but I kept digging. Earlier footage from 6:34 p.m. showed Mark arriving, looking perfectly sober, carrying an overnight bag and a bottle of wine. The hallway camera caught them kissing the moment the door shut. The living room camera showed them cozy on the couch, sipping wine, before heading to the bedroom. Thankfully, no camera there. Wanting to know if this was a one-off, I checked the prior evenings of my trip. Mark had visited at least 4 times, staying overnight twice. I sat there, staring at a paused frame of them embracing by the door, debating my next move. Confront her now? Wait till morning? Leave quietly? I chose a different path. I returned to the bedroom, turned on the light, and woke Tara again. Sorry to bug you, but we need to talk. It's important. She groaned but sat up. What now? This Mark thing is bothering me, I said. I just need some clarity. She got defensive. I told you he was drunk and crashed here. Don't be jealous. Nothing happened. I believe you, I lied. But you said he left around 11, right? Just tonight, no other times this week. Her arms crossed. Yes, Leo. Tonight only. Why are you grilling me? I nodded. Let me grab my laptop. I want to show you something. Her face paled. What are you talking about? Just wait. I got my laptop and sat on the bed. As I opened the security interface, Tara's breathing quickened. Leo, what are you doing? I hadn't played anything yet, but the video thumbnails were visible. She lost it. You've been spying on me? What's wrong with you? That's a total violation. I wasn't spying, I said evenly. I never checked the cameras while I was gone. I only looked tonight because things didn't add up. Those cameras were for safety, not for watching me, she shouted, now pacing in her pajamas. You're right, they're for safety. And they showed me my girlfriend's been cheating with her coworker. I turned the laptop to show a clear shot of her and Mark kissing at 6:37 p.m. He was drunk at 6:30? Early happy hour. She froze. Her expression shifted from anger to calculation to resignation. It's not what you think, she mumbled. It looks like you've been with Mark while I was away and lied about it. We were going to break up anyway, she snapped, pivoting. You're obsessed with your job. You care more about your cameras than me. Seems like the cameras were the only ones telling the truth. The argument got messy. She said I was emotionally distant. I said cheating wasn't the way to fix relationship issues. She claimed Mark got her in ways I didn't. I said I understood enough now. By 2 a.m., I'd packed my things and called an Uber to my place. Before leaving, I revoked my access to her security system, not out of spite but professionalism. I didn't want accusations of post-breakup spying. The next day, Tara flooded my phone with angry and apologetic texts. I replied once, asking her to mail my remaining stuff, then blocked her. What I didn't see coming was the professional fallout. Tara and I had mutual friends, including Jake, who worked at her company. 3 days later, he called. Man, you need to hear this. Tara was telling everyone at work I'd installed hidden cameras to monitor her, framing me as a controlling creep. This could hurt my business, which thrives on trust and referrals. She's not mentioning the cheating part, Jake said, or that she knew about the cameras for over a year. I thanked him and called my lawyer. She confirmed I'd done nothing wrong. The cameras were installed with consent in common areas, but advised me to counter the narrative to protect my livelihood. So, I did something I never imagined. I created a private Dropbox with select screenshots, nothing private, just timestamps showing Tara's awareness of the cameras and Mark's visits, and shared it with Jake and 2 other trusted friends. I don't want to humiliate Tara, I told them. I just need to safeguard my reputation. If anyone asks, confirm the system was installed with her consent. Within a week, the office gossip shifted. I heard Mark was moved to another department after an HR talk about workplace relationships. Tara stopped spreading her story. A month later, I ran into Layla, Tara's friend, at a coffee shop. I tried to slip by, but she stopped me. For what it's worth, she said. I told Tara she screwed up, both with Mark and how she treated you. Thanks, I guess. She wasn't always a liar, Layla added. It started small, avoiding conflict, then snowballed when she didn't want to face issues. I shrugged. Not my issue anymore. No, it's not, she said. But not everyone bought her version of events. As I turned to go, Layla added, unsolicited advice? Keep security access separate next time. And maybe don't date clients. I chuckled. Already changed my policies. 6 months later, my business is thriving. The reputational hit never fully materialized. Thankfully. I'm dating casually, taking it slow. I've updated my client contracts to clarify privacy and access terms. The irony? The security system I installed to protect Tara ended up protecting me from staying with someone who could lie so easily. Sometimes, security isn't just about locking out threats. It's about seeing people's true colors when they think no one's looking. As for client systems, I now limit my access to the installation phase, then hand over full control. It's cleaner that way. I'm in the security business, but the biggest lesson I've learned is to protect trust. Once it's gone, no camera can bring it back.